Hey, Ilene.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks for being here for this case study. I'm so grateful that you had some time to spend with me today. Just a couple questions that I wanted to
My
ask.
pleasure. I will tell you anything you would like to know.
Okay, well, good. First question is going to be super easy for you. And let's just go way back. I want to hear about what you do and how you serve people and what problems you solve and what are the transformations that you get for your clients. This is all about you. Tell me all about you and what you do.
Okay, well, I am an executive recruiter. And what I noticed when I became a recruiter 11 years ago, and I saw behind the curtains, and I saw how recruiters operate, and I knew that information would be useful to job seekers. And I reverse engineered the process to show job seekers exactly how to market themselves to employers to exponentially increase their chances of getting noticed and hired rapidly. So my program, Pounding Pavement 101, teaches people resume development, interview preparation, and job search strategies. And my clients are getting hired in 3 to 8 weeks after they've been searching 9 to 12 months on their own.
Okay, so I know more about this than I might be leading on. And you're being modest when you say you increase their chances exponentially. I know you're being modest here. What is your success rate? Very specifically, what is your success rate?
My success rate is 100%, and I have never had a client go more than 3 months in my program if they follow this plan step by step, and they're landing not only a job, they're landing their dream jobs.
Okay, so I'm so fascinated by this because, and that was the right answer. It's 100%. We both know that. I didn't want that to go past that. So 100% success rate. Anybody who's looking for a job, they start working with you. It's 100% that they're going to get hired in their dream job. Let's put some numbers around this. What's in really round numbers, what's the average salary across all the people that you work with?
Oh, I'm working with people who are starting salaries around $40,000 to $50,000,
Yep.
all the way up to probably $250,000.
Shoot somewhere in the middle, and we say that average salary of about $100,000. It's not out of the question if someone's qualified for them to get that. So
Yeah, I'm working with directors of marketing of multi-billion-dollar corporations, but they don't know how to market themselves, all the way down to the college student, college grad who's having problems, finding an internship, co-op, or a job after they graduate.
So you really can help. You really help anybody.
I do. And it's across all industries. So I have a data analyst, an engineer, to a fashion designer, because I'm teaching them those inside secrets of how to market themselves to the employers, and it's working every time.
So let's talk about the salary. I have two things I want to say about this. The first, about the salary. So somebody elects not to work with you, and they spend 12 months, 18 months unemployed, unable to get a job because the job market is just bonkers, right? And it's highly competitive. And so if they're at $10,000 a month, or even, let's say it's $10,000 a month for simple math, and they go 18 months without getting hired, that's $180,000.
That they could have in the bank. And I even go to the lowest common denominator, because let's say a starting salary on average is about $50,000 a year. So I'm not even talking the big dollars. I'm talking little dollars, $50,000 a year, and they've now gone 9, 10, 12 months without employment. Their take-home pay is about $4,000 a month. For every month they're not working, they are losing $4,000, and that's on the lowest end.
On the lowest end.
I'm not even, inflating numbers. So for 10 months that they're not working, they're losing $40,000.
Inconceivable to me that someone wouldn't just look at that and say, when do we start? When do we start? So
exactly.
Especially 100% success rate. Let's not, Ilene. And then the other thing I'm thinking is something about what you just said is that you've got the answers. You've got the inside secrets. It is very similar to someone going to take an exam, and they sit with you before going in to take the exam. The exam is the interview. They're sitting with you. You give them all the questions for them to be prepared going into the exam, going into the interview. You have it all.
That's right. When you're in school and you're about to take that exam, you ask the teacher, what should I study? We've all done that. We've all been there. Well, I'm the executive recruiter. So I'm the one who's looking at 500 plus resumes a day. I'm the one who's performing the interviews. I'm the one who's looking for candidates. It is to a job seeker's advantage to find out exactly what I'm looking for, exactly what I'm listening for in their responses. That's how it works. I'm giving them those inside secrets. They're getting hired every time.
I've said this to you before. I kind of wish that I could just go and get a job through you right now, because I want to see where you get me hired. I want to see
No, you would just do it just to find out. I know.
I want you to get me hired into the most ludicrous job that I'm not qualified for.
I could do it, Chris. I could do it. I can make that happen for you.
I'm too busy. I can't do this. So thank you for sharing that. That's amazing and so inspiring to me. You and I have been working together for over a year, and I just love that I have you in my circles, and I love working with you, and we become friends, and we talk all the time. But it just jump way back. What was it? I remember our first call, and I know you do. What was it that piqued your interest in even entertaining the idea of getting on a call with me?
What was interesting was I was trying to get this business up and running for a while. And I had hired someone to do my social media, but they were getting me followers, but it wasn't converting into business. So what good is followers? I'm giving a whole bunch of stuff. The whole idea is that I'm running a business. Yes, I'm trying to help people, but I have to earn a living too. And then I hired someone who said she can get my marketing going. And she said, try this, try this, try this. Well, no, if I'm paying someone, I want to know to make sure that this is going to work. Well, then I asked her, okay, what should I do? She said, send out a direct mail campaign. Well, that's going to cost thousands of dollars. And she said, okay, well, send an email blast. I said, great. What do I say in the email that's going to convert to business? And she couldn't do that. And that's when I said, okay, that's wrong. And I was really burned. I didn't want to spend any more money. I didn't think anything was going to work. And then, Chris, I heard you talk. And my job as a recruiter is to evaluate marketing talent. That's what I do. I place marketing salespeople. And you had it. Not only were you able to show us how to create immense amounts of visibility for us, an immense amount of content easily, but it was converting to business. And I saw the talent. You weren't just coming, do posts, and no, it was coming from an analytical side, and it made sense.
Wow.
And you know what? Not only did it make sense, it worked, and it worked really well.
Thank you. It worked because you did the work, and we need to be very, very clear here. You did the work. You're the one that made the success happen. So I think back to our first call. And we laid it all out, and then you said, give me a couple of days to think about it. And it was, I think we talked on maybe a Thursday or a Friday.
It wasn't a couple of days. I could tell you the exact thing. I spoke to you on a Friday.
Yeah.
And Monday morning I called you and said, let's do this.
What happened over the weekend? What was the deciding factor over the weekend?
You know what? I just had that gut feeling. You had something that would help me and make this work.
Incredible.
And I was 1,000% right. And it was the best decision I ever made.
Oh my gosh. That is very inspiring to hear. What is it like, if I could ask you to describe, what is it like to be inside the program? If you could just describe what it's like to work with me and work inside the program.
Oh, I have so much to say here. I could go on for a while. First of all, working with you is absolutely amazing. You are so supportive, so wonderful. I've never met anyone like you.
Oh.
There's no one who wants to give more to their students and clients than anyone. It's interesting because, yes, you have the recorded program, but in the group with your Q&As, you are continuously teaching every day because, look, things change. Okay, so the program is really the basics to have a full understanding of how this all operates. and then you're constantly updating it. But the group that you've created, and it's a culture that you've created, is supportive. And this, I think, just kind of grew organically, that the people have become bonded in support of you and in appreciation for everything that you're giving to us, but we've become supportive of each other as well. It's become this own little world for all of us to help each other grow.
That's incredible. Thank you. Those are just some of the kindest words, and I thank you for that. If you could think about, and do your best with this one, what has given you the most value? What one thing, what part of the course, what thing that you learned, what has given you, where have you found the most value?
There is so much value, not only in terms of organic social media growth, not only in terms of client attraction and sales and how to approach people and the technical aspect, but you know what? It's just the continuous motivation. When you're in business for yourself, it's kind of very isolating. But being part of that group, and there's just one thing that sticks in my mind every time, and I want everyone to hear this: it's consistent efforts over time equal exponential results. So just when you think, gee, nothing's going to happen, that rings in my head and say, keep going, and you see it taking off and it happening. And if you stop, and at one point, I wasn't doing everything, I wasn't following everything. And I said, okay, why is this? I listened to you, Chris, and I sat back and I evaluated, why isn't this happening the way it used to be? And you know what? I went back, restarted the program, rewatched the videos, jumped back in, got right back on track. And that was the beauty of it.
Oh, that's incredible. And thank you so much. It really is a testament to how you did the work, and how when you saw that you might have fallen away, you went right back to it because it's all available to you.
It is, and it does work. And that's the thing. It works every single time.
Incredible. What has been your biggest transformation? What has changed the most for you from that time that we first met, that first phone call, to now?
I believed I had this program that worked. I think that I've become much more comfortable with social media. I've become much more comfortable on video. I didn't want to be on video at all. I didn't even want to post pictures of myself. So that certainly has changed. But also just the confidence in how I'm approaching the entire world has changed, and it has built my confidence in the growth of this business and in my clients. Because of you, I'm able to help so many different people, and that is just so wonderful.
So inspiring.
You get to help all these people become employed as well, and
that's the connection. That's all you.
But that's the connection, because you've taught me how to grow this business, and I'm able to reach and help so many more people.
That's incredible. I'm so inspired that you're doing that. So there are going to be people who are watching this because they're evaluating working with me and coming into the program and working with me as one of my clients. What would you say to someone if they were sitting here with us right now?
This is the best decision that you'll ever make in your business. You need to work with Chris. And I tell everyone that isn't just for this video. It is the best decision I ever made.
Whoa.
It's the best decision you will ever make.
Wow. Thank you, Ilene. Thank you so very much for that. I have one more question for you.
Sure.
In the shortest phrase you can possibly come up with, I don't want a long answer for this, describe in totality the entire thing, the entire working with me, the entire program. If you described it in just a few words, what would those words be?
Absolutely incredible, life-changing, mind-blowing, and let's go back to life-changing.
You're incredible. Ilene, thank you so much. I know that the people watching this are probably entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, business people, and they're probably not looking for a job, but I guarantee they know someone who is. So because of that, I want to include your contact information. I'm going to put that right around this video, and it would be wise to connect the people that you know and care about who are looking for employment with Ilene. If we didn't set the stage for exactly why earlier, go back and watch it again. Because 100% success rate and the ability to impact so many people, I want them to be able to get a hold of you.
Thank you so much. My goal is to get people hired. Your goal is to grow people's businesses. And you just, that is your life's mission, is to help people live their dreams.
Thank you so much. I'm just so very honored to hear that. If you're thinking about all the jobs that you see out there right now, what's the most ludicrous job that I'm not qualified for that I could go apply for today?
Oh, the most ludicrous job.
Where would you send me?
Oh, where would I send? I don't know. Every time I speak with you, there's another layer that comes up that you've done that. You are the Renaissance man.
Maybe. I don't know. If you find something ludicrous, well, I'll go apply for it. I'll get the job, and then I won't take it. You can help me out with it.
I'm going to look for that job.
You find that. It'll be like I don't know what it'll be. It'll be like a mattress stuffer or something.
And you'd still be great at it.
I'd probably still figure it out. Ilene, thank you so much. Thank you for being with me and for all the great things that you bring to the community and the program. You're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for everything, Chris.
You're amazing.